Hey, good morning, church family. Here we are in Philippians chapter 2, and we're following up on the sermon from Sunday, and what it's about is live like a Philippian. So today I want to kind of give a big overview and just talk to you about the Philippians and what they did and kind of the passage where it goes, because what happens in chapter 2 in Philippians is different, right? It's Paul kind of stops in chapter 2 and really verse maybe 19 through the end of the chapter, and he talks about these two guys, Timothy and Epaphroditus. If you go back to verse 17, he talks about himself. So in chapter 2, we see Paul talks about Paul, Timothy, Epaphroditus, and they're examples on how we should live. So what I want to do is just kind of maybe read the passage to you, and it's a longer passage, and then just ask you to reflect on who's been an example in your life. And let me open with this quote. I love this. I saw this just this week, but it's great. God's timing is always right. John Wesley, who's a great theologian, Methodist guy from years ago, he said this, that I learned more about Christianity from my mother than from all the theologians of England. And what I love about the quote is it teaches us that Christianity, or living for Christ, is caught more than it's taught. And when we look at Paul's letter to the Philippians, what Paul is saying is there's these guys that are coming to you, Philippians, and learn from them. Like, live with them, be with them. This is what Jesus did, by the way. Jesus, for 3 years, was with his disciples. He spent time with them, time and time and time. This is why we value discipleship, because Christianity is caught as much as it's taught. Like, I can ramble off theological truths. If you never see me do it, it's not going to connect for you. So here's the text. He says, Paul talks about himself. So Paul, even if I'm poured out like a drink offering upon the sacrificial offering of your faith, I'm glad and rejoice with you all. Likewise, you also should be glad and rejoice with me. I hope, now he's talking about Timothy, verse 19, I hope in the Lord Jesus to send Timothy to you soon, so that I too may be cheered of his news. For I know no one like him, that's no one like Timothy, who will be genuinely concerned for your welfare. For they all seek their own interests, not those of Jesus, but you know Timothy's proven worth, how as a son with a father he has served with me in the gospel. I hope, therefore, to send him just as soon as I see how it will go with me. And I trust in the Lord that shortly I myself will come also. Now, he's going to talk about Epaphroditus. I have thought it necessary to send to you Epaphroditus, my brother and fellow worker and fellow soldier, and your messenger and minister to my need. For he has been longing for you all and has been distressed because you heard that he was ill. Indeed, he was ill, near to death. But God had mercy on him. And not only on him, but on me also, lest I should have sorrow upon sorrow. I am the more eager to send him, therefore, that you may rejoice at seeing him again, and I may be less anxious. So receive him in the Lord with all joy and honor such men, for he nearly died for the work of Christ, risking his life to complete what he was lacking in your service to me. Big passage today, just one question. Can you share with us, who is it that's just been an example to you in life? Who is it that has taught you what it looks like to live like Jesus?